Hey guys, this is a video of my layout. This is the Oyster Bay branch of the Long Island Railroad. The layout is about 21 feet in that direction. And as we pan around, it's about 32 feet down to the yard. The Oyster Bay branch comes off the main line in Mineola, which is in the middle of Nassau County, and it heads north and east towards the Long Island Sound in Oyster Bay. This is the old substation building. And this is the future home of the Nassau Tower in Mineola. Building in the back there is Wilson and Company, beef processing company. And the building in the front is the section house, where the crew would gather, meet, take breaks, whatever, as they maintained the track in the area. This spur over here is for Swift and Company, another meat processing company. And the two tracks to the right are the main lines going east. And as we move closer, this is the Oyster Bay branch going over the mains and over Jericho Turnpike in Mineola, 4-lane road in Mineola. Building to the right is a printing company. And in the front, we have a tank car. This siding is for the Windsor Fuel Company, a local fuel company that's still there today. This siding here is for Latham Brothers Lumber Company. The building is still there, but it's a different name now. There'll be a shed. I'll build a shed over the track here, and there will be an office in the front. The building to the right is Kurt's Iron Works. They were fabricators in iron, steel, all metal work. And as we look back, this is the industrial complex in Mineola, known to local trainmen as the Hole. I'm only able to show a small part of it, but it was a very busy industrial complex with many tracks and businesses, and it was a very complex switching facility. This is the branch line bending around here and heading into Locust Valley. That's the future home of the Locust Valley Station. And this siding is going to be where the Nassau Suffolk Lumber Company building will be located. There's a rendering of that area. That's the Locust Tower, and those are the branch lines next to it. This is where that Locust Tower building will be. And this is Birch Hill Road. There will be a service station here, and there will be a couple of businesses on either side of Birch Hill Road. So leaving Locust Valley, the branch lines, both tracks go into one track, and just like the prototype. So it's one track from here all the way into Oyster Bay. And as we see here, this is the Mill Race Bridge, and I'm currently working on this project. I hope to have it done in the near future. And the area in the back is the future home of the Jacobson Shipyard. They were builders of tugboats, and they worked on all kinds of ships and so forth, and they would actually launch them. They had launching ways into Long Island Sound. And there is the spur for the Jacobson Shipyard. So as we get into the Oyster Bay Yard itself, this is where the Oyster Bay Station will be. And a little further down, this is where the Express House will be. And the Oyster Bay Yard itself was, and today is, still very active. Lots of activity, more passenger than freight now, but back in the era I'm modeling, which is 1948-ish to 1955, it was very busy, both a mix of freight and passenger service. So being that I'm modeling that era, it allowed me to have both steam and diesel. You can see here, this is the water tank and column. And the track to the right there is the future home of the Long Island Coal Company. That's the spur. They used to dump coal there to deliver it to the local residents in the area. And underneath the yard, I have a return loop. I can turn trains around. And I also have four 10-foot tracks that I can store trains. I'll give you an idea. So I can store freight, passenger cars, doesn't matter. And this, of course, is the future home of the freight house and the bunkhouse. And I have to cover that pop-out section. And in the back is the Oyster Bay turntable, which I'm also currently working on. I'm looking to get that cap put in place and do some weathering. The turntable itself is still there today, and hopefully will be restored back into service at some point. And this engine here is a 460 G5S. Number 35 is in Oyster Bay currently, and it's also hopefully being restored at some point. Or it's in progress now, actually. And this is a recent project I completed. The wall and the portal going for the into the staging area. Thanks for watching, guys.